So another day, another horse event, and interesting here. So what's happening in Poas of Costa Rica?
Allá mi mamá, al morenito de la foto, ya lo... ¿Cómo no? Agradecerle a la ganadería, a los 3 opilotes.
So, a lot of participants.
200 animalitos. 100
I need to...
y 20 cabezas de ganado.
I need to just get away from the noise for a bit, just to talk about the what's happening. That's a very nervous horse. Anyway, so apparently they used to have these horse events here to raise. Muchísimas gracias, muy amable. Oh, someone just gave me food. That's good. We'll eat and we'll continue to. Well, I want to talk about why they used to have the horse events here, and all of a sudden it stopped for a few years. So, all right. So the reason why it stopped was that the group that used to manage the town, the president of the group doesn't like horses, and he was like, I don't want any of these events anymore. And so they just stopped having the horse events. And then apparently the administration changed. So there's a new administrator in town, and this administrator likes horses, and decides, well, we're going to organize another one. And now that's why it's back online. Interesting. All right, so let's talk about the other side of the story. So what they do in some of these events, the one here anyway, so they have something called rifas. So basically you pay about 5,000 colones, like $10, to help the cause, and also it gives you right to participate in the sort of a lottery, and local businesses will give what's it called? I don't know, not sewing machines, you know, things like that people could win, and then so they do promotion, cross marketing and things like that, and it helps the community. So it's quite interesting the way it's organized. Sometimes, oftentimes they actually do raise money and make there's a surplus, but sometimes if it's badly organized, not well advertised, then they lose money. So that's not good. Another thing they do in these events where they raise money for the local community is that they that if you're local business and you So what they do, that if you're a local business and you're very good at you want to sponsor the event, so the sound system will basically rave about you, how great you are. So basically they talk about your business, and then you get to help the community. And that is something that you know, a sort of you help build your community. So the whole event is raising money, so that, and it also helps people who have horses to come and well, that's the only, you can't really just ride your horse at home, so you bring your horse out to the events like this, and then you're able to participate and have a good time. So there is a bit of, it almost feels like the bike week in what's it called, in Daytona, or European Bike Week in Austria. So it's raise money and then, you know, do something fun. So all the horses and a lot of people are getting ready. People are dancing because the music. I don't know what that is all about.
me pongo el número 1 manito en la entrenera. De uno.
All right. Most of the horse riders are ready. They're just waiting for the final people to pay. The reason is because a lot of people just show up sometimes and they don't pay immediately. So.
Vamos a ir atrás de la frontera, pero dejen el primero paso a las móviles que llevan la queremos. Si se llevan, por favor, ahí la gente de las móviles, para ir saliendo, para ir saliendo.
And most people, so the announcer is just like, oh, if you don't pay, there is going to be someone guarding the door, well, the entrance, so you'll be unable to leave. The same story. But something I found fascinating about the story is that a lot of people actually do, spend money to get here. They have their horses, so they're not like poor, but for whatever reason, when it comes to paying, they're just like really slow.
Así que necesitamos que den campo las móviles vamos arrancando, vamos saliendo.
So. So I think they are about to leave now, but it's interesting. I think one of the fascinating things about this is that depending on the community, some are really good organizers, location, the parade, where it's going to go. This is cabalgata, so it's going to go into the countryside. If it's tope, it's in the city. But with tope, it's a bit more complicated because you need permits, and then security has to be there, and the police have to be there. But anyway, it seems to be coming together, and people did show up, so a lot of people paying to join the event, so all good.
Bucanitas, el mejor que hay, hermano. ¿Ya compraron numeritas la ternera? Karencita. No, ¿cuántos? ¿A 5,000 colones? 2 numeritos ahí. A la gente de la Guásima. Y a mí, ¿verdad? Algo así se llama el nombre. Venga, padre. Ahí está mi primazo Aarón, el hijo de Oscar Vargas Papanamas. Siguiendo la descendencia. Toma, mi amor. Pero yo lo apunto. Tenemos filtro de primera fila, así que vaya con inscripción para que no rompa.
Mi camino, si no te toca, yo tengo
El bus, acá de paz.
El recorrido para que no se pierda.
So this is where all the horse riders would eventually end up on their way. So this is where the reception is. The food is at the end of this field here. It's quite beautiful here, actually. This is coffee plantation at the end there, so interesting. And then the horse riders would just coming in bit by bit here. It's nice when people could actually come and enjoy the family event together. Of course, if you can afford a horse, that's it.